All right, man, we back. Mercy Sports Talk, we in the building. Let's talk about Darius Slay and how do we really feel? Do we want to be here? Do we not want to be here? And first he said, it is what it is. I don't care if I want, I don't care if they want me here, they don't. Now he was saying I'm a millionaire regardless, and now he's saying I want to be in Detroit and blase blah blase this, and he got a genuine feel for if he'd be here or not be here, because Drew Rosenhaus's agent, who also the agent for Damon Snack Harrison, met with Bob Quinn before the season. We know Harrison, he got an extension. Darius Slay didn't get an extension, right? And we know Darius Slay wasn't one of Bob Quinn picks, but I think most of us feel that he's the best player from year to year. Right now, Matthew Stafford is playing the best of any Detroit Lion on the team, but on a consistent year-to-year basis, Darius Slay has been the best player on the team. And I think he got a lot of mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? When you want a deal and your deal up and you feel like you put the work in and you see them coming in paying Justin Coleman, who can't touch you in talent, who's nowhere near the corner you are. They come in paying Trey Flowers all this money. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being at a job. I like to use analogies or comparisons. Kind of like being at a job. And, you training all these people and they hiring people to take the higher positions instead of hiring within. So you training the guy how to, operate the warehouse and how to be the manager when they could have just, gave you the position because you know everything. And that's how Darius Slay kind of feeling right now. He's feeling like, you know what? I just feel slighted. Like, you gonna go ahead and pay Harrison this extension, but I can't get an extension. I brought more in this franchise than he had. He played 5, 6, 7, 8 games last year. I've been an all-pro multiple times, I think twice. First team, second team. I've been consistently the best player. And you look at Matthew Stafford, you got no problem paying him, and that's a problem on every team. They don't have a problem playing the quarterback. The quarterback ain't never got to beg for his money. No matter if he got a losing record like Matthew Stafford versus playoff teams and teams with winning record. No matter if you go out there and throw pick, no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that can make you feel some type of way. And in the business of football, or the NFL, I think a lot of guys would have moved on from the Lions if it wasn't for the franchise tag. I think Calvin Johnson would have moved on. I think Barry Sanders would have moved on. I don't know if Matthew Stafford will, because he's so tight with the Fords and it's a buddy-buddy system, but a lot of dudes would have moved on. If it wasn't for the franchise tag, Darius Slay probably would be gone. He probably wouldn't be bitching and complaining. He probably be like, it is what it is. After my contract up, I get to walk, no franchise tag, but nobody want to play on the franchise tag. There's no security. In a league of hurt, it's a combat sport where you definitely gonna get hurt, and you late in your 20s, you want security. And Trey Flowers come here, and he ain't half the football player you are. He ain't done half the shit you did for the franchise. It's impossible. You only been here for what? 6, 7 games. They're bringing Justin Coleman. This motherfucker giving up touchdowns. You look like, come on, man. He getting beaten a slot by Larry Fitzgerald. Then I got to come over here and guard Larry Fitzgerald because he can't handle the business. But you just paid him all this money, right? And he didn't deserve. So it's a natural feeling for humans to feel that way. So I understand where you're coming from. That's frustration. It's frustration. That's just what it is. Like, dude, I've been doing the job, and fans say, "Oh, he hurt." What football player ain't hurt? What football player ain't hurt? And don't give me the quarterbacks. They don't deal with the same, they don't deal with the same physicality as a cornerback. You can't even touch the quarterbacks no more. As a cornerback, you can't touch the quarterbacks no more. So don't give me Matthew Stafford's been this Iron Man. Had it been back then when like Lawrence Taylor ended up ending Joe Theismann's career and broke his leg clean off the bone, Matthew Stafford would have been done. Tom Brady would have been retired years ago if you can hit him. Aaron Rodgers would have been done. These are the facts. They would have been done. You know what I'm saying? They would have been done. But, people sit here and they like, it's Detroit Lions and versus everybody's Detroit versus everybody. But y'all got to understand the organization that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand where they tell me this, real talk. And I'm gonna get more on Darius Slay. Do in the comment section, you can answer, you can pause the video, or whatever. You cannot watch it from this point on. Just do me this favor. Do y'all really trust Bob Quinn to adequately replace Darius Slay? So yes or no, you know, do you actually think Bob Quinn can replace Darius Slay? I don't trust him. Look what he did with Tease Tabor. You're going to get some type of reject Patriot player starting at the cornerback position. You know what I'm saying? Darius Slay is a dime a dozen in this league. And I don't trust Bob Quinn to draft appropriately to fill that position. Remember, he didn't draft Quadre Diggs neither. He could easily got rid of Tavon Wilson this season. He sucked. Will Harris getting stiff armed into the pavement under the turf. So his draft picks ain't really been hitting. In a running back field draft, what'd he do? Not get a running back stuck with a beard dude. So he made 1,000 mistakes. He a clear upgrade from Martin Mayhew and Martin Mayhew and Matt Millen. I'll give him that. He clear upgrade from that. But it's a great thing. But to finish off on Darius Slay, man, I'm riding with him, man. My favorite line out there, him and Quadre is my favorite line players. You know what? A lot of teams would love to have Darius Slay if he hit the market. But that's just frustration when he waffling around like this, and they want to stay. They don't. If they really believed in him and wanted to keep him, they'd have paid him by now. They'd have gave him an extension before training camp. You know what? At the end of the day, he might get to the end of his deal. They might franchise tag him. You know what I'm saying? And the franchise tag ain't nothing like the quarterback. You know, he might get to the end of the deal, and they might pay him. But end of the day, it's frustration. It ain't nothing against the city of Detroit. The Fords will make you do that. And you really can't decipher, you can't really sort what's the Fords and what's Bob Quinn in there. And what's Patricia. Bob Quinn might have wanted to get rid of Matthew Stafford. This is my humble opinion. I'm just saying, just a hypothetical. Martha might be like, no, not getting rid of him. Bob Quinn might want to go, make a trade. Martha like, nah, we don't need to do that. So you really don't know how much is the owner, or how much is the general manager, until really the general manager get fired or something come up. Just like when you see with RG3 and Dwayne Haskins. Hey man, Mike Shanahan didn't want RG3. You know what I'm saying? Dan Snyder like, well, we drafting RG3. And then you go back to the home Jay Gruden. Oh, he didn't. I can fix RG3. Couldn't do it. They let him go. Oh, I don't know. I don't want Dwayne Haskins. Dan Snyder said, you're gonna get Dwayne Haskins, and that's how it go. Sometimes the owners, make the ultimate decision, but it make guys like Bill Parcells with the Dallas Cowboys look bad, make Bob Quinn look bad. It making certain guys look bad. So at the end of the day, man, I wish the best for Darius Slay, man. Words of encouragement. Just keep doing your job, keep your head up, and then, leave it in God's hand, or whoever you believe in, leave it in his hands, because you keep talking and it's just gonna make shit worse. If they don't want you there, they don't want you there. At the end of the day, it could be best for them to move you. You get out of Detroit, somebody gonna give you a new deal, and you might get the national recognition. If you stay, you spent your whole career here. You know what I'm saying? But or you can end up like Calvin and Beery, just retiring. Lomas Brown blamed the Lions for him not getting his recognition, but it's just frustration when Darius Slay paying the part. You want that security, and it's just not the Lions. It's just the way the NFL is situated, man. NFL it just sucks. It shouldn't be no franchise tags. When your contract is fulfilled, this dude, man, I swear I bet it's a woman. Oh, man. You just getting over and not using your fucking signals. It's just so Michigan. But yeah, it's just frustration, man. It shouldn't be franchise tags. It shouldn't be your contract is up, it should be up. And if that was the case, his contract up, they don't want to sign you, guess what? They're gonna trade you. When you play a contract up, you can walk. But he's still feeling young though, man. But it's just frustration, dude. It's not just the Lions. It's just the way the business is structured, man. It's structured for the players to lose every single time and the owners to win. Until the players bond together and figure out with the new CBA up is that, you know what, we might have to lose a little to gain a lot. Until they get that mentality and that paycheck to paycheck mentality out of there, it is going to be what it is. But hey, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, we on all social media. Check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time, we gone.